Namaste. Today we'll be doing a short and very gentle prenatal pregnancy flow that's comfortable for either a first or second trimester. And it's just going to be involving some nice good side body stretches that's going to make you feel a little bit more open, a little bit more room, and just stuff that's very gentle and easy for anybody to do. So what we're going to do is straight away just beginning in our all fours positions, hands above under the elbows, then feet planted flat to the ground, and having a neutral spine, tucking under with our navel, so sucking in the belly just a little bit, and keeping our neck nice and lengthened. So we're just going to inhale and dip the belly down, bringing the chest up, taking a little gaze upwards if that is okay, and then exhale, reversing and rounding through the spine, sucking under the tailbone, up and in, keeping those feet flat to the ground, and then once again inhaling, taking the gaze upwards, pressing into the palms of the hand to really stretch into that opening there, and then exhaling, rounding, continuing with your own breath, so inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. So a couple more like this, really emphasizing the breath, inhaling and exhaling. One more inhale and exhale. Coming back to your neutral position, and we'll be doing some bird dogs. This is really good for strengthening the core while also getting a nice good stretch all along the core area. So firstly, you just want to stretch out the left leg, and you can start by having your your toes tucked under, and then you're going to bring the opposite arm, so the right arm up just alongside the ear. So you should feeling a stretch all along from the tip of the fingers all the way down to the toes. And if that feels okay, if you're comfortable to stay there, or if you'd like to go a little bit further, we're just going to raise that left foot up, engaging in the glute muscles, and then tucking the belly in just a little bit, just to strengthen and hold in this position. And then coming back to your breath, inhaling and exhaling, hoping for one more breath here, and then exhale, completely relax, come back to your neutral tabletop position, take a deep breath in and out, and coming over to the opposite side now. So the right foot is going to come out behind you, tucking under those toes to begin with, and then bringing the left arm out alongside the ear, staying here if that's what's right for you today, or you're going to lift up that back foot, engaging the glutes, extending out all the way out through the heel, and holding here, taking in the belly, inhaling and exhaling, inhaling and exhaling. One more inhale, and then exhale, release it back down, and then come into a kneeling position, just rolling those shoulders back a couple times. So staying in your kneeling position, or you can come down to an easy seated position, just cross-legged if you like. But what we're going to do here, just get into a nice side body stretch. So we're going to place the left fingertips or left palms, if you can reach, out along the side, and then the right arm is going to rise up, and then going to exhale over for a nice side body stretch. So you can really take it how you like it. You can bend into that left arm to really feel the stretch. Might even feel it all the way down to the right sitting bone, the right hip. Or you can stay up and just take your gaze upwards to open to the sky and open the chest out there. You can always stretch out that right arm all the way to the side with the fingertips. Inhaling to that stretch, exhaling, One more inhale. And then we'll exhale it, come back to center. And over to the opposite side. So my right hand out, fingertips or palm of the hand to the ground. Lift the left hand up. And then exhale, coming over. Feeling a nice, good side body stretch. And I'm going to take my gaze upwards, yeah? So I feel a lot more of a opening on my left side by doing this, while also opening my chest and through my armpit. So one more inhale, expanding, and exhale a little bit further, and then coming back to center. Okay, so now we're going to come into just a really gentle camel. So this is really good to open up the chest some more, and yeah, you'll feel a nice good opening in your spine as well. So we're going to come up to kneeling position, just on your knees, and then your feet are going to be planted to the ground, so pressing a little bit of pressure into the feet, and then you're going to place your palms, fingertips down, just onto your lower spine, your sacrum here. So I'll just show you, so just here. And feeling nice support, you're just going to take the slightest little arch in your back. Bring the chest open to the sky and staying here. We're not going any further. So just pressing out the belly a little bit. And you can bring your shoulder blades closer together to feel a little bit more chest opening. One more inhale. And then exhale, gently come back down onto your knees, down, buttocks back down to the ground. And we'll take a wide leg child's pose to counteract that. So we're going to bring the toes, back toes together, knees out as wide as you like. I'd prefer out to the mat if you can support yourself that way. And then you're just going to walk your palms forward and melt your chest down, melt your head, and just let your belly relax and let it sit soft here into this nice little cradling motion. And we're going to inhale and exhale. So inhaling through the nose and exhale out of the mouth. Once more, inhale and side out of the mouth. Walking those palms up, back and in, and then coming back into your tabletop position. So walking the palms out, leaving the knees where they are, just going to walk them out, and then we're just going to slowly sink the chest down to try to reach the mat here. And then you want to keep your butt up into the air, and then you can place your forehead down onto the ground. You should feel a nice opening in the armpit and shoulder blades. Or if you'd like to go a little bit further, you can take your chin down onto the mat and really open up the chest there. So this is a heart opening pose here as well as the upper body. And we're just going to take a few breaths here. Inhale and exhale. On each exhale, just seeing if you can melt your chest down a little bit more, but also remembering to really relax in our belly area. Once more, inhaling and exhaling, walking the palms back up, back into your neutral position. And we're going to come into Malasana, so your yogic squat. So all you can do is get yourself up ever so gently, and then we're going to come down. So your feet just maybe just under the width of the mat, and then you're going to sink your bottom down as low as you can go. Doesn't matter how low it is, just so you've got nice space between your belly here. And you're gonna, if you like, you can bring the palms of the hands together in front of the chest and just sink into this pose and into your ankles, rocking side to side if that feels good for you. Bring the chest up once you feel comfortable and feeling the stretch all the way down. So inhaling and exhaling that stretch down your spine to your tailbone, sinking the bottom to the ground. One more inhale and exhale. And then if you like, we're going to take a little stretch here. So you just want to grab onto your toes, your big toes, and you're going to lift the bottom up to the sky, stretching through the hamstrings, and then coming back down to Malasana. So 2 more like this. Inhale up, stretching through the hamstrings, and coming back down. Chest up once again. Once more, inhale up, and exhaling it back down. Alrighty, so we're going to come to a warrior 2 position. So just finding your way up to the top of the mat, standing with feet planted to the ground, feet together, and just taking how you get back there into your warrior 2 position. So you're going to have your right foot straight out, and then your left foot is going to be to the back of the mat, angled in slightly, and then bending into that right knee. It doesn't matter if your knee tracks over your toes just a little bit here, and then extending out the arms. So coming into your warrior 2, back leg straight, front leg, knee is slightly bent, melting in, opening up, beginning to open up into the hips and into the groin, holding here, inhaling, keep that chest up nice and straight. You're going to bring your right arm to the right forearm to your right thigh, and then the left arm is going to come up over to come alongside of your left ear. So this is a right angle pose now. So keeping the same stance with our warrior 2 position, but just kind of bringing a nice side body stretch into it. So now you should be stretching all the way from your left foot all the way out your left arm to the fingertips. One more inhale, and then it will exhale and come back up to the warrior 2. Straighten out that front foot, and then step it in to come to the opposite side. So this time my left foot is going to be forward, my right foot is going to come back at a slight angle, and I'm going to bend into that left knee, and then straighten the arms out once again. The back leg is straight. Checking your alignment, so you might want to take a look down, just looking at your toes, and then bending in, holding here. Take a nice deep breath in to lengthen up, and exhale, sink it in. Coming to your right angle, so this time the left elbow is onto your left thigh, left forearm to left thigh, and right arm is reaching up and over, fingertips stretching out. Give it a nice strong stance, that's your warrior 2 legs. Inhaling, and then exhaling, coming back to center. And you're staying where you are, but I'm just gonna move my next pose around to the side. So staying where you are, but coming back up straight, and then this time you're gonna have your legs out to a wide leg position, and then you're gonna bring your toes outwards, and then we're gonna sink our buttocks down, coming into a goddess pose. So you want to just come down into this position. You'll start to feel it in your butt here a lot, and you can just start to wiggle from side to side. So this whole upper body is nice and relaxed. It's just your lower body working now. And from here, you're going to bring your hands to your thighs, and just see if you can sink a little bit further down. Just bobbing up and down, and we're going to raise our left heel off the ground. Feel how that feels. Place back down over to the opposite side, so the right heel is going to come up. Noticing how that feels, come back down. And then this time you're going to raise your arms straight up above the head, and then bring them out into a cactus position, still holding this, so you might really start to feel it, but the little burn in your thighs. And now you're going to bring both your heels just slightly off the ground. Hold it for 3, 2, 1, and then back down. Inhale, everything comes back up into your star position, so everything up nice and straight to the sky. And then exhale, straight. Coming back to the top of your mat. Inhale up, arms rise up above the head, and then exhale, very, very slow forward fold. It's coming down, letting the belly melt, letting the chest melt to the belly, letting go of the lower back, letting go of the whole upper body. And then when you're ready, you're going to come down, back down onto the floor of the mat. And we're just going to come into a little bridge. So feet planted to the ground, roll yourself slowly down, back onto the mat. And then your heels are just going to come close to your buttocks here, arms along the side. Keeping those arms on the side, you're going to press into the heels of your feet to press your belly up to the sky. I'm just going to hold here, starting to really engage in those back thighs as well. And we're going to hold and breathe. You might want to look at your belly as it rises and falls. So inhale, belly rises, and exhale, belly falls. One more breath in. And out. Slowly dropping the pelvis back down onto the mat, and then dropping the knees in together. Windshield wiping the knees from side to side, releasing out that lower spine. Or finding yourself in Shavasana, so extending out both legs, letting the palms face up to the sky, and letting the whole lower body relax, letting your whole belly relax, your whole midsection relax, relaxing the left arm, the right arm, letting the shoulders melt into the ground, and letting the head feel heavy, letting everything sink into the earth, and letting everything relax. Just noticing your breath as you inhale and as you exhale, as your body is breathed and you're connected to the earth. If you're ready to come out now, just take a little wiggle with the fingertips and the toes. And then rolling yourself onto one side, doesn't matter, each side. And gently pressing yourselves up, back to a seated position. If you had your eyes closed, you can keep them closed. And then we're just going to sit in this easy, comfortable position, appreciating your body and everything that it does for you.